Welcome to the How to Upgrade Your Sansa C200 series firmware tutorial video. So first thing that you want to do is go to the Sansa forums where they have message boards where you can ask questions and stuff like that, and in there you will find a sticky thread by Mr. Smiley Face. And a sticky thread means that it's appearing at the top of a forum so that people are likely to find it because it's important information. So select the right version for your player. If you have a C240, then you've got a version 1 for sure. If you have a C250, you need to check a little bit more. Either look at your firmware version by running the player itself and looking at the version info, or look at the hardware, or check the back. There's a little V2 if it's a V2, but sometimes you'll find refurbs that are V1s. In any case, go to the thread here. I've selected the version 1 player, and you'll see a link. In my case, I go to Americas and Pacific region firmware and click on that link and download it. So I've already done that. I'm going to minimize this browser here, and on the screen that's the archive. It's a zip file, and I open it up, and inside there's a directory called P. So I open that, and inside there you see 3 files. Those are the files that you're going to be copying onto your MP3 player once you put it into recovery mode. What we need to do here is switch the player into recovery mode. So make sure the player is off. If it's on, you can hold the power button for 10 seconds maybe, something like that. And once the player is off, first thing you want to do is switch the hold switch to the on position. So the hold switch is here, and we're going to flip it over to the on position. You'll see an orange color on the left side there to indicate that it's on hold mode. Then you're going to hold the record button with your finger while connecting the sync cable. So I'm going to hold record with my thumb, and I'm going to connect the sync cable. The player turns on, and at the top you can see Mini V device mode. White text on black background overlaying the picture there. That tells you that the player is in a special mode, and there below you see it says USB 2.0 MSD. It's a mass storage device. So on the computer it should pop up, and we're going to switch scenes again and you'll see what to do next. Okay, Explorer has opened a window and it's assigned drive E to my device which is plugged in. And so you see the contents of the root directory of E. There's a version.txt file in there. That's the only thing that's on the player right now. It's in recovery mode on the special 16 megabyte partition. So now on the other folder window here, that's the contents of the zip file that I downloaded. I'm going to select all the files, press Ctrl A, or you can drag to select. Make sure you've selected all of the files. Normally there's going to be 3. Drag those files onto the other window to make a copy of them. Here it goes. And it'll just take a few seconds and it's done. It's that easy. Now the next thing you have to do is turn off the player, disconnect it and turn it off, and it will do a little bit of housekeeping, and then it'll be upgraded. Okay, now that we've copied the files, the last thing to do is turn the hold switch back off again and then unplug the player, and it'll do some final housekeeping to finish the upgrade. So I'm going to switch off the hold switch right there. Click. And now I'm going to unplug the player, and you're going to see a few things appear on the screen. And the last thing it says is upgrade finished, resetting the system. The screen resets, and now it'll boot into the latest firmware, or at least the one we copied on. You can downgrade your firmware, of course, just by putting on an older file. And finally we go to the language screen. I'm going to select English, and there's the main menu. Now let's check the firmware version by going to Settings, Enter, and System Info, Enter. And now you see I have version 01.01.00p. And that's all it takes to upgrade the firmware. Thanks for watching.